She's special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end.
Hello my darlings, welcome back to another video, a makeup video, and today I am going to be testing out the Temu makeup that I bought in my last haul. So it's going to be first impressions. Is it good? Is it bad? Am I keeping it? Is it going in the bin? How it applies, the texture, all the rest of it, you know, all that good stuff when it comes to makeup. And I'm really going to enjoy doing this video because you guys know I love makeup and I love trying new makeup. And yeah, this is a first for me. Never tried any makeup from Temu before. As you know, it's quite a new app that's launched in the UK. I will leave a link to Temu down below, along with a link to all these products that I used today. And I have also got a 30% discount code for you guys, which I will leave down below as well. This isn't sponsored. I bought all this with my own money. Yeah, so let's, it's all in here. Let's get this onto this. Okay. Base first. I've done my skincare. I've just had a shower, done my skincare. My skin's nice and soft, so ready for the base. And I bought this, which is, as we all know, a dupe for the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is the pink one, and it's got 4% niacinamide in it. I haven't ever tried this one before. I use this one, the green one. They do also have this one on Temu as well, the green, but I'm going to be trying the pink one today. But it's the Power Grip Primer, the same, but this one's got no niacinamide in it. So first things first, let's get some primer onto my face. Oh well, that's good. It's not working. Do I have to twist it? No. Oh, there we go. It's working now. Feels very similar to the e.l.f. one. It actually feels a little bit more silky, this one does, than the green one. It's applied nicely. It's got the same kind of tack to it, definitely. And you see, yeah, so far so good. Not much to say about it really. It's a primer. We'll see how everything sits on top of it. Yeah, okay, so far. Let's go with the next layer, which is the base, and it's this. It's the tiniest foundation on the planet, and I was going on about this in my Temu haul, like it cost 20 quid. It was £1.79. But I didn't expect it to be so tiny. But we're going to give it a go. And I'm also going to use my new, nearly took my eye out then, my new foundation brush, which I bought off the TikTok shop. So I'm excited to use this. I'll leave this link down below as well. So let's get some of this teeny tiny foundation onto my face. I hope it's the right shade. It doesn't look too bad. We'll go with that much to start. So I'm just going to blend it out with this beautiful brush. I've got my mirror down here as always, so let's see how this blends out. I hope you can see as well. It's quite nice coverage. It really is quite nice coverage. The shade match seems to be pretty good, to be fair. And the brush is incredible. It really is. I don't go in with too, when I'm wearing foundation, I don't put any really under my eyes, because as you get older and you start to wrinkle, the least product under the eye, the better. So I've got concealer, so I'm going to be using concealer under there. So I tend not to take the foundation up underneath my eyes, probably just to about here, you know, just above the cheekbone there. It is actually like painting your face, which is what you actually do, isn't it, when you're putting your makeup on, painting your face. I've got to say that it's not really like full coverage, and it's given me a little bit of a glow as well, but it's got some decent coverage. It's gone on lovely. It really has. The match is, yeah, pretty good. I always bring just a little bit down my neck as well. Yeah, quite like that. Can't complain about it at all. It feels fine. It's blended out lovely. I'm just going to go over it with my Cocoa Cosmetic sponge. And that's what, you know, it fetches off any excess product as well. So that's why I like to just go over with this sponge. It is an absolutely brilliant sponge. I'll leave this linked as well down below. This is off the TikTok shop, the same. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with that. As I say, it's not super full coverage, but it's still giving me a little bit of a glow. Yeah, quite impressed with that, I must say. I feel like I've got a hair there. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with that. Perfect little travel size. Right, next we are going to contour, and I got this little contour stick from there as well. It's quite a warm shade, but that's okay. That's the shade there. So I'm just going to do a little bit of contour. Actually, that feels really creamy going on the skin. It's not too dark. That feels quite nice. Just a little bit up here. And let's blend that out and see how it blends with my contour brush. That has blended out quite nice. It's not too orange. It's quite a nice colour, to be fair. And yeah, it's blended out lovely. Really easy to blend. It's just warmed up the face lovely, that has. Yeah, I must say that is quite a nice shade, and it has blended out really, really nice. Just use the excess under my jawline there. Yeah, quite like that. There's nothing negative I can say about it. It's a nice colour. It's really creamy. It blended easily. Like that little product. So cheap these were as well. You know, you can get a full face for like less than £20. Right, let's go in with some concealer now. And this was the concealer that I got. Looks very similar to the Armani Luminous Silk foundation. This is the doe foot. It's quite light. I can't remember what shade it was, but I always go for a light one to brighten. So I'm just going to do it as I normally do, a little bit in the corner of my eye and a little bit up here to blend up towards the temples. And just blend it out with my beauty blender. Just going to fold it over so I can get it into the corner of my eye. That's quite lightweight. It's not too heavy. It's not thick. And it's blending out really, really nice. Actually, look at that. That is a really, really nice concealer. Just bring it down the sides of my nose a little bit and blend it out up towards the temple. Wow, that is really nice. So brightening. So brightening to the other eye. The weather's terrible again here today. It's been shocking, honestly, shocking. I know a lot of you said that you've had bad weather as well. What's happened to the summer? Is that it? Have we had our summer now? Them couple of weeks in June? It's bloody ridiculous. It really is. It's a proper dreary, wet, windy. It's not really cold though, to be fair. Sunday. Leslie's having a nap on the sofa. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to come and do this video. I'm not going anywhere. I'll probably just wash this off as soon as I've finished. But I wanted to try it. I am quite impressed with that concealer. I have got to say it. It's brightened up under my eyes really, really well. It's not too thick, so it's not sitting in the creases. It's really, really nice. It also helps to blend it out with a damp sponge. It really does, especially when you've got, you know, older under eyes. Like mine. 53-year-old under eyes that are going all wrinkly. So we're going to try, oh bloody hell. We're going to try the pink Ballerina powder under my eyes. And I'm going to apply it as I always do. Actually, I don't know whether to try the sponge that it comes with to give it a fair chance, shall we? I normally use my Grwm Cosmetics, but I'm going to use the sponge that it came with. So I'm just going to tip a little bit into this lid here. This is the pink one. So I've tipped a little bit in there, and I am going to use the powder puff that came with it. So I'm just going to fold it in half. It's very fine. Oh, it looks a bit glittery. Oh, God. Looks like it's got bits of glitter in it. Oh, well. Here we go. It's not too bad. It's very fine. It feels very, very soft. Very lightweight. It does look like it's got bits of glitter in it, but when it's on the face, it doesn't. So, yeah. I mean, I do love my Vitamin Babe one by the Beauty Crop. You know, it's the best pink powder. But we have to try new things, don't we? Can you hear my belly? I've had nothing to eat yet. I'm going to cook us a gammon dinner after I've finished this video. Yeah, you know what? That's not too bad at all. Let me just brush the excess off. It's brightened up my eyes. It's probably not one that I'm going to reach for all the time because I love my Vitamin Babe one. I really do. But yeah, it's okay. I mean, this wasn't that cheap, really. I think it was about £6 something. But it's okay. I'm going to say that it's soft, it's lightweight, it's set down my under eyes, it's not gone cakey. Yeah, it's nice, and it also looks really, really pretty on my dressing table. So that's the pink one. Now, to set the rest of my face, oh no, I'm going to do some bronzer and blusher first, and then I'll set my... Actually, no, I'm going to set my T-zone now. I'm going to use this one, which is in a lighter shade, a more like natural shade. This one's more like powder. It doesn't seem to have any glitter in it. That's what it looks like. Did I tip that out then? No. Put a bit more in. Right, and again, I'm going to use the powder puff that it came with. And I'm just going to set my T-zone here. Down my nose. Top lip. That's actually a really nice powder. It really is. That's set my face down really nice. I like that one. I'd probably reach for that one more than I would the pink one, because, you know, I have got my favourite pink powder. Do quite like that one. It's finely milled. Again, there's no glittery bits in this one. It's very much a matte, I'd say. Yeah, I do like that. And it's set my face down really, really nicely. Yeah, like that one. And again, looks lovely on my dressing table. Yeah, quite impressed with those couple of little powders. For the price anyway, you know, I mean, £6 for a loose powder is pretty good, isn't it? You can't really get them for that much out of the shops. That, you know, even the drugstore loose powders are about £8 to £10. So yeah, I did like that one. Right, next. So far, so good. I can't say that, you know, anything bad about anything yet, because they've all worked quite nicely. I really, really like the concealer. That will definitely be one of my favourites. I also bought this little palette here. And this is a bronzing and contouring palette with highlighting as well and some powder. So I'm just going to do a little bit of bronzing. Just going to use this little brush here, and I'm just going to use the bronzer just to see what it's like. Just to... Oh God, that's really pigmented. Jesus. Oh my God. That is really pigmented. Look at that. Sponge to the rescue. And I only tapped in that. Bloody hell. That is very, very pigmented. All I did was round like that. Maybe I should tap some off. Try again. Yeah, you don't need so much. That's quite nice, actually. Very pigmented. No fallout either. I'm quite impressed with that. I really, really am. Wow, I will try that highlighter as well when I come to highlight my face. Yeah, quite impressed with that bronzer. Not bad at all. I'm going to try the contour on my nose. It's got a smaller brush to try the contour one on my nose. I'm not going to put too much on. Let's just see. That's quite nice. I must say, I quite like that. That's not a bad little contour and bronzer, to be fair. Again, great for travelling. You know, just pop that one thing in your bag and you've got bronzer, contour, highlight, a little bit of a brightening powder for under your eyes. Yeah, not bad at all. We will try the highlighter in a moment. Right, what are we going to do next? Let's do eyebrows. Now, I bought 3 different ones. Actually, shall we do blusher? I bought 3 blushes as well. So this is like the Charlotte Tilbury dupe, and these are the Rare Beauty dupes. I bought 3 of those. Which one shall I try? Let's try I'll try, because these 2 are very similar shades. So I'm going to try this one on one side and this one on the other side. This is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. So let's have a go at this one. So it's just coming up there now. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of that onto my cheeks. It's not overly pigmented. It looks like, oh, that's a little bit too much now. Bloody hell. Listen to me, it's not overly pigmented. Then put some more on. I'm just going to blend it in with my little brush. That's really pretty. It's got a little bit of a glow to it. It is pigmented, and it also looks like it would be very buildable as well. Like that a lot. The only thing is, with these bloody ones with the sponges on, they are so messy, so messy. But I do like that one, I must say. Really, really nice. Again, so cheap. And this is the dupe for the Rare Beauty. So let's try this one. This is a little bit more peachy. Yeah, definitely more peachy than that one. Can you see? Again, it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. Nice though. I need a different brush for this to blend this one out. They are both really nice blushes. Really nice. They look the same on the camera, but they don't in the mirror. It's because the lights are behind you and hitting my face. I mean, they are pretty similar. That one comes out a different colour to what the tube is. But they are pretty similar, to be fair, when they're blended out. But I can see the difference in the mirror. Like that as well. That one's really, really nice. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a bit of this one on the top, the darker one. Let's try that. Oh my God. I've only put one dot on of that. Oh gosh, that is really nice. That is really pretty. Oh, I like that one. Let's put a dot on this side as well, just so we match. Again, this is the Rare Beauty dupe, which is pricey, to say the least. Just blend it down onto the apples of the cheeks. Yeah, like all three of those, definitely will be using those again. I'm just going to blend so they all, you know, are seamless with my beauty blender. So nice. Yeah, love those three blushes. To be fair, there's nothing that I haven't liked yet. Nothing. Those three blushes are gorgeous. Highly recommend those. Yeah, love. I really like that one. Well, I like all three of them, but that, it looks quite dark, but it blends out beautifully. It really, really does. They, all three of them do. Right, now let's go on to eyebrows. Just pop these brushes away that I'm not using. Now, okay, eyebrows. I bought 3 different colours, so I think I'm going to try the darkest one, or maybe the middle one, because I think the darkest one was black. Yeah, I think it was. So there is 3 colours. This one is way too light for me, so I'm going to put that in the giveaway, which I'll be doing soon. And then this one is like a dark brown, and this one is even darker. So I think I'm going to go with the darkest one to start. Actually, no, let's start with the lighter one, because I can always darken it up if it's not the right shade, can't I? So it's got a spoolie on the end. Just brush the brows up. I didn't buy any brow setting stuff, so it's just the actual product in the brows today. Just brush those up and start. It's quite a nice fine nib, which I like. It's angled as well, can you see? Angled. So let's try. It's giving nice hair-like strokes. Can you see? My eyebrows this side, they always hang down. They just do. That's why I use like brow gel to stick them up. But I'm not going to bother with brow gel today. This shade is fine. It's nice and creamy. That's really nice. Now, I am a brow sketch girl, as you guys know. I tend not to use anything but the brow sketch. But that is actually really, really nice. It's not too harsh. It's a really nice brown colour. I think this one was coffee, the colour. So I'm just going to do the other eye. I quite like that. I do. I really like that. That can go in my... and I'm going to keep this one, the darker one, as well. Because I do my eyebrows quite dark. They're very much sisters and not twins today. So I'm going to pop them in my little drawer, because I will definitely use those again. Yeah, really easy to use. Lovely, twisty up. There's a brush on it, spoolie on the end. What's not to love? Yeah, went on easy. Get some nice brow strokes in there. Quite impressed with that. Right, next, let's do eyes. I'm going to try this eye base. I need to get a little brush to pat it out. 1 second. It's warm in here. So I'm going to use some eyeshadow base, which is P. Louise dupe. I'm going to pop a little bit on my lids, and then we're going to do the eyes. I can see a couple of stray eyebrows here, so I'm just going to get them out. Let's put a little bit of this base on my eyes, only a little bit, because I haven't used it before. I only need a tiny little bit. There we go. Looks a bit mad, but yeah, I've never used the P. Louise one. I'm not a big user of eyeshadow base, but it's supposed to make the colours pop. So yeah, it's gone on lovely. You only need a tiny little bit. It blends out easily. I've just used this little flat brush to blend it out. Yeah. Nice little product. Again, very, very cheap. So let's get some. I'm just going to do like a nude eye with this palette, which is like very cool toned. There's mattes and shimmers in here. So we'll start off. Let's get a brush. So I've got my brush, and we're going to start in the crease, or shall I just pack it on the lids to start with? Yeah, let's just go all over the lid to start with. So I've got this like little brush here, and I'm going to go in with, let's go in with this one here, which is quite a pale transition shade. Doesn't seem to be any kickback in the pan. So I'm just going to put it all over my lid. It's quite a nice shade actually. Yeah, that's a nice little transition shade. So I'll put it all over my lid, into my crease. It's very buildable. It's quite pigmented. There isn't any fallout onto my face. Well, not with this shade anyway. We'll see with the others. Yep, that's a nice shade for a transition shade. Now we want to go a bit darker in the crease. So I'm going to try this one here. Very nice. Now we want to go even darker in the corner, the outer corner. So I'm just going to get this little angled brush, and I'm going to go with this dark brown one here and just pop a bit of that in the corners, and then just give it a little bit of a blend outwards. It's quite a nice little palette. The shades are nice. They're not overly pigmented, but there is pigment there, quite subtle, very buildable, and again, very cheap. Yeah, quite like that. Nice little palette, easy to use. Just gonna give it a little bit of a blend so they all blend in nicely together. I'm just going to take a little bit of that darker brown under my eyes, and of course we've got to have some glitter, haven't we? So there's my little flat brush to put the glitter on with. Just going to use this little flat one here, and I'm going to go in with this dark glitter here. Okay, so that's not really showing up. No, that's not really showing up, so let me try it with my finger. That's a little bit better with the finger. Not overly pigmented. The glitters aren't. Well, that one's not. Maybe it's because it's dark. I'll try a lighter one on top of it now. Let's try a lighter glitter. This one here. Shimmer, should I say. That's better. That's showing up more. It's probably because it was a darker one. It needed to be on a lighter base. Yeah, that one's quite nice actually. So, nice little palette. I have got better palettes, but for the money, you know, you can't complain. There's no fallout onto my face. There was no kickback in the pan. Easy blended, nice cool shades, buildable. Yeah, nothing not to like really. But as I say, I have got other palettes that are better than that. But if you're looking for and they did have different shades in that as well. They'd got like greens and warmer tones. I think they'd got pinks and neutrals, stuff like that. So yeah, nothing to shout home about. I've tried it. It's gone on lovely. Not too bad at all. So, next thing I'm going to try is this 4D mascara. How gorgeous is that packaging? Look at that. So, let's see what this is like. This is the spoolie. It's a regular spoolie. So, here we go. So this is after one coat. It's all right. I've got better mascaras, and it says that, you know, on the picture, like the lashes I'm like this. That's not happening yet, but we'll give it a fair chance. We'll put a couple of coats on, because I always put a couple of coats of mascara on anyway, whichever one I'm using. So we're going to do the same with this one. I'm applying it exactly the same as I would any other mascara that I use. Not overly impressed. That's one coat. Let's try some on the bottom lashes. It might be okay for bottom lash mascara maybe. It's nice on the bottom lashes. So I might keep this for bottom lash mascara. Seems to be going on there better. Yeah, it's definitely better on the bottom lashes. Let's put another coat on the top. It's okay. It's an alright everyday makeup mascara, I suppose. It's not giving as much as other mascaras that I use. It's definitely not doing as was advertised and giving me spider legs for eyelashes. It's okay. As I say, it's nothing to shout about. It's not the best mascara in the world, but it's not the worst either. But I do like it on the lower lash. So I will be keeping that for lower lash mascara, and I absolutely adore the packaging. So that can go in my drawer because I will use it on my lower lashes. I do quite like that one. Right, eyeliner. I'm just going to do a little bit of an inner corner eyeliner. Again, look at the beautiful packaging. It's super, super fine. So I'm just going to do a little bit of an inner corner wing. That is really nice and so easy to use. I've tight lined with it a little bit as well. Yeah, like that one. And the packaging is beautiful. Quite impressed with that, to be fair. Yeah, for it. I mean, I don't do like outer corner wings. One, I'm not very good at it. And two, as your eyes get older and wrinkly, it doesn't look good. I use my eyeshadow to create that kind of wing instead of a liner. But for inner corner, that is really nice. I like that a lot. So I'm going to keep that one in there as well. Right, let's do a little bit of a highlighter, because I was going to try this, wasn't I? Now, you guys know that I am normally a liquid highlighter type of person. I love my Illamasqua liquid, Beyond Liquid in shade OMG. It is just the best highlighter if you like that glowy glass skin look. I'm not a powder highlighter type of person, but I am going to try this one for the purposes of this video. So that's the highlighter there. I'm just going to take a little fan brush, put it on my brush, and that's quite nice. To be fair, it's got like a little bit of a pink undertone to it, whereas I'm normally like more of a champagne-y kind of undertone. I quite like that. Oh, I'm impressed. This little palette's really good, you know. So let's do this side. I am impressed. Let's put a little bit on the end of my nose, like I normally do. You know what? I quite like this. Bridge of my nose. And then let's just do a little bit up here, because I always do my highlighter up here as well. I am impressed with this little palette. I really am. I've got to say that that is absolutely a gorgeous highlighter. Gosh, am I going to get into powder highlighters? Who knows? Let's do a little bit on the top lip. I like that. I really do. Wow. That highlighter is stunning. Right, last but by no means least is the lips. And I bought this little lip duo. It's lipstick on one end, liner on the other. And it's in like this beautiful nude colour. So let's do the lip liner first. This is the lip liner. It's really nice quality packaging, this is. So that's the lip liner. So let's try that. It's very creamy and it's very much a natural colour. You can hardly see it. You can hardly see it. Not keen on the lip liner. Let's try the lipstick. Maybe it's just the shade. The lip liner consistency is really nice, but it's the same colour as my lips. So let's have a look at the lipstick. Quite creamy. As I say, very much a shade that's very similar to my lips, which I'm not mad at. It's quite nice. Nice and cool, the shade is. Yeah, it's not sticky. It's quite creamy. Went on like a dream. Just not keen on the lip liner at all, because you just couldn't see it. But the lipstick is really nice. So that's all the products that I bought from Temu that I've tried. So I'm just going to straighten my hair and I'll be back with my final thoughts on everything that I've tried today. So what I've done, I've come into the natural light, because you've got lights behind you with the mirror. So I've opened the blinds and this is natural light with this makeup. And you know what? I've got to say, I am quite impressed. The shade match with the foundation, I'm quite impressed with everything. But what I'm going to do, I am going to do a wear test, because I've got to go and cook a dinner and I've got some tidying up to do. So, you know, I'm going to be working around the house doing stuff, and I'll come back later on with a wear test. So this is what it looks like in the natural light. I am really impressed. Look at that highlighter. Yeah. Let me get back over to the dressing table. Oh, bloody hell, I'm kneeling on the floor. and get you back on here so you can see the difference. That's the natural light coming in from over there. Let me just move my towel. Yeah, it's really, really nice. I really like the base. I'm quite impressed. I am hot, but I'm just going to pop the light back on so I can do my little, see the difference with the lights. Let's just do a little review, but I will come back with the wear test, so keep watching. Right, let's start with the base. So the primer, really, really nice. More or less exactly the same as the e.l.f. one. Can't complain at that. Went on lovely. My makeup hasn't separated on it, or in fact it's sitting really, really nice. The teeny tiny foundation is absolutely gorgeous. It really is. It's not heavy, it's not cakey. I really, really like that. And for £1.79, you know, perfect for little travel size. I'm going to look to see if they've got it in a bigger size. But if not, I might even order another one. Then, excuse me, then we did contour. The little contour stick, which I actually really, really liked. Went on nice and creamy, easy to blend, lovely shade. Yeah, liked that. The little palette, where's it gone? This little palette with the bronzer contour highlight in it. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, love this. Perfect to pop in your makeup bag to go on holiday, for travelling. The highlighter is stunning. That's my favourite out of it. The bronzer is really, really pigmented, so you only need a tiny little bit, and the contour is lovely as well. I didn't try the lighter shade there for under the eyes because I'd already used some, hadn't I? Actually, let's just do a little bit. We'll try that. Hang on. I'll just reset my under eyes a little bit. I've got my kitten paw brush and I'll just put a little bit of this, see how it goes underneath my eyes. See whether it brightens. Where's my mirror? One sec. Yeah, it's just like a little setting powder. Really, really like that. It hasn't overly brightened my eyes or anything, but I do like it. I like that little palette. I will leave all these items linked down below if you want to go and check them out, as I said at the beginning. But that gets a thumbs up from me. Blusher. I loved all three of these. I am going to order this in some more colours because they've got it in like the bronzy shades as well. This Charlotte Tilbury dupe, really like that. And I loved these Rare Beauty dupes as well. Stunning. Love those. The concealer, definite thumbs up for that concealer. Not too heavy or cakey or drying. It was just lovely. Love that. Eyebrows. Love that little pencil. Very similar to the Brow Sketch. Easy to use. Yeah, you know what? Everything's getting a thumbs up. The only thing that I was a little bit disappointed about was the mascara. It's not as voluminous. Is that the word? Doesn't give you as much volume and length as it said in the advert, but it is nice on my lower lashes and I love the packaging. Eyeliner, loved it. Again, love the packaging. The eyeshadow base, yeah, there's nothing not to like about it. It went on easy, it blended out easily. The shadows went onto it really nice and were still easy to blend. Yeah, love that. The eyeshadow palette was okay. Nothing to scream home about, but it was okay for the money. And the shades are really nice. There was no fallout, no kickback. Buildable, not highly pigmented, but, you know, there wasn't like no pigment at all. There is pigment there. and really easy to build up as well. Really like that. And the lipstick, not keen on the lip liner because couldn't see it. Maybe it's the shade, or perhaps try a different shade. But the lipstick is really, really nice. So overall, my darlings, I can't say anything bad about this face of makeup that I have done today. Let me just turn my straighteners off. I can't. Everything's gone on lovely. It looks fine. Yeah, it gets a definite thumbs up from me for the Temu makeup so far. There wasn't any fails in there. I can't complain at all for the money. So I'm going to go and do my bits and pieces, and I will be back very shortly with a wear test. So please keep watching for that. See you in a while. Bye. I'm back with the wear test. It is now 20 to 10. I've just come through to get this makeup off and get my contact lenses out and stuff and go to bed. Leslie's already in bed. So this makeup has been on about 7 hours. I have been out in the garden. We've took the curtains off the gazebo, and we're going to try, we have got a new one coming, but what we're going to do, we're going to take it apart and we're going to rebuild it again. And do you remember that little area up the top of the garden where there's a swing? Excuse me. We're going to, excuse me. We're going to reconstruct it, put it back together, and we're going to use it up that area because it's such, it can be mended. There's a couple of little tears in the canopy, but I can mend those, and yeah, we can use it up the top end of the garden where, you know, no one really goes or sees really. So, and it's a shame to get rid of it. It costs 400 quid, so we're going to repurpose it and put it up the top end of the garden and, yeah, continue to use it. Anyway, yeah, so I've been out in the garden, done a little bit. I have cooked dinner, made the bed, washed up, ate my dinner, got hot and bothered as always. And this makeup has fared really, really well. Obviously the lipstick's gone because I've been eating, talking, drinking, what have you. But it hasn't, none of it's oxidised on my face. It's still all there. It's not really creased too bad under my eyes. I suppose it has a little bit, but I have been sweating, as always. So, yeah, overall, I am thoroughly impressed by the Temu makeup. I really, really am. And, yeah, I do recommend... Oh, I've took my earrings out. I do recommend that you give it a try. Cheap and cheerful. What's not to love? So that was my video. I do hope you've enjoyed it and have gained something from it. I love doing makeup videos. As you guys know, I'm makeup obsessed. I've got another load on the bed there to show you and do another face of makeup. But they're branded things. I've got... well, I'll show you. I ain't going to tell you. I'll show you. But they're all branded things from Vinted and TikTok, and I've got more stuff on the way. So when it's all together, I'll do a haul the same, and I'll do a full face with the products that I've bought. So that's it. I'm going to get this off and I'm going to bed. Going to take Les a cup of tea through, and yeah, I haven't really got to do anything tomorrow. I'm going to pop out to the shops. I need a few bits and pieces of grocery. Yeah, but other than that, nothing major to do. Yeah, if you did like my video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe down below if you haven't already. It really would mean the world to me if you would come and join my little channel. Just click the red button down below, pop on the notification bell, and you'll be notified each time that I do upload. It's totally free. It's also totally up to you, but I really would appreciate it if you did subscribe. So I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.